Alright, starting temp minus 14.8 C, minus 14.8 Celsius, and starting mileage 61,918.0. 61,918.0. Right on, hit this GoPro in the box, and away we go on this single digit ride. Let's get this single digit on the go. Right on. I've been watching MSN to see when the cold is going to be, because I heard they were calling for minus 19. It's not going to be that cold until tomorrow morning at 7, so it says. It was supposed to be minus 15 right now. It's 10 o'clock at night. Jeez, that's icy. I just kind of let the bike go where it wants. It's so icy. I didn't even try to steer out of that. Yeah, awesome. I can feel the snot freezing on my face. Or in my nose. I don't really have it on my face. So I figured I'd just go for a little tour tonight. I usually don't wash my bikes very often. I let them go to rat. I really love rat bikes. I've owned quite a few of them. One of the cooler rat bikes was the my 77 Ironhead, which I turned into kind of a flat black monster. And then it just got rattier and rattier. It had a toothbrush and a Rambo knife and all the essential things you need for running and partying and bar hopping, because you never know when you're going to end up when you're out bar hopping. Had a couple dead things stuck to it. I hit a raccoon once when I was riding with a friend. The coon was already dead, but I managed to splat coon guts up onto her because the coon had been dead for a bit. So we did our run, and on the way back we stopped at the coon and I cut the tail off and zip tied it to the bike up to the front fork. It worked out good. It just kind of rotted there and stunk for a little bit, but you know, once it all dried out, it was good. Definitely good to go. One of my buddies had said to me once he loved riding with me just to watch when we pulled over and stopped what kind of little creature would get off the bike and have a puke, and see if he'd manage to hop back on before I took off, or if he'd just scurry away. Only the brave ones hop back on, I guess. I had another friend who absolutely refused to ride with me. I let my Buell go to rat. I kind of spray painted it flat black and started ratting it out. It was already a war wagon anyway. I had hit a couple cars with it. Fuck, it had been down 4 or 5 times. So I blacked it out, and we were going to a run, and I had seen in Ohio, strangely enough, at one of the Easy Riders rodeos in '89, taxidermied rats glued to a helmet. Wow, is that ever cool? So this idea has been with me forever. I know a small bit about taxidermy. So we're going to a bike run. Our big bike run was coming up in a couple weeks. So I was searching around for some rats. I was gonna get a pair of rats and taxidermy them. So a buddy of mine stopped by, and he would happen to be a rodent dealer. And he just happened to have some dead rats They were already dead. Dead rats in his truck. Anyway, he dropped off the rats. I gutted them. Stuck them in a power oven, one of those dehydrating ovens, in a bunch of with a bunch of salt on them, and dehydrated them for 2 days in my laneway. One of my buddies stopped by and saw this going on. Nearly puked. What a wussy, too. Hardcore dude. And anyway, he was going on the run, but I never told him what I was doing with him. So I arranged them in a position once they were dry. Arranged them in a fairly erotic position on my front fender and glued them down. Anyway, my buddy wouldn't ride with me. He was scared shit was gonna fall off my bike and hit him. Dead stuff. But the rats were short-lived on the fender. At the bike run I did it for, it ended up pouring rain the second night, and dead wet rats didn't turn out too good. I left them there for another couple months until I was at a bike shop, and dude's dog from the bike shop ended up eating half my rat. I yelled at the dog and he yelled at the dog. I think it was for a different reason though. So, I don't know, I haven't glued anything dead to this bike yet, but who knows, next summer's coming. I could find something interesting. I kind of had the sidecar done up a little bit for Dover. It was looking pretty good. Maybe I'll put a pic of it up. I'm going to head out and do a loop of town or two. And, gotta put my visor down. Alright, ending kilometers, 61,940.0. 61,940.0.